Hello, high schoolers. So today's video is going to be a random thought vlog, kind of a little bit of a rant. And so it's back to school time and everybody's thinking about going back to school, and that means everybody's going to think about what they look like, what people think of them, all that jazz. And there's nothing wrong with that, but here's some things I'd like to let high schoolers at every level know. Starting with the top, seniors. Seniors, don't be stuck up. It's your last year in high school, you're top of the heap, of like all that, don't be like stuck up, and don't forget other people and just strictly hang out with seniors. That's really rude, and I know that if I was a sophomore or junior or freshman and oh look, it's the seniors walking tall hanging out with only each other, I would think they were just the rudest thing ever. I'm not just hating on seniors because I'm going to be a senior myself and I'm going to try not to do that. And I actually do like hanging with lots of different age groups of people because they're really nice, and yeah. Also, one more don't for seniors is don't forget about your grades and just go off partying and say it's the last year, I have the right to do whatever I want, I really want to do this thing. Try all those things, make it your most memorable and fantastic year, but don't give up on your grades. I mean, it still matters, and for me, I'm going to be more worried about getting into university than anything else. So yeah, seniors, don't forget your grades. Juniors are, I think, the pre-seniors. They finally hit them, they're 16, I can get a job, I can get a car, I'm practically an adult. Don't get that attitude. I think, it goes kind of along with being a stuck-up senior. Don't get, all in your head that you're, independent, all that stuff. Stay focused on being nice, being well-rounded, being awesome, and being smart. Again, don't give up on your grades. It still really, really matters. I've heard a lot of statistics that say universities look mostly at your junior and your sophomore year in terms of your grades, so make sure you keep your grades in mind. And also, now that you're able to join varsity and stuff, then do it. Do a whole bunch of activities, become basketball player and cheerleader and the president of the class and all that kind of cool stuff. Because when you're 16, I think people really look up to the juniors and the seniors, and that's your opportunity to be one of those well-rounded, awesome people. So yeah, don't get stuck in the I'm an adult, it's all about me world. Get to be that round-rounded person that everybody likes. Sophomore. So sophomores are, I think, kind of more like freshmen with 1 year of experience. And again, I'm not hating on anybody in high school because I'm a high school student and I have been forever. I think it's because, they finally think, oh, I'm above the freshmen. I'm in there. I know what I'm doing. Well, frankly, you're just a freshman who's been around the bend one time. And so don't get airheaded and crazy about that. Also, as a sophomore, I think you do have the experience to, join the clubs, your way around, some people. So that's an opportunity to kind of get into the sophomore sports and get warmed up to be, in clubs with the varsity kids next year. And so I think it's a really good opportunity. That's a good way to look at it. And also, if you're a sophomore, help out the freshmen. You were a freshman there no less than 9 months or 8 months ago. You were a freshman, so don't get harsh with them and try to ignore them because you were there just a minute ago. So helping out the freshmen will make you one of the liked kids in the school, and yeah, that's good. Freshmen, you guys are the annoying people. I don't think freshmen are annoying. I think they're actually really nice because they still have that youth clarity of I know what I want to be when I grow up, and I think the high school system and the stereotypes around it intimidates freshmen out of being what they can live up to be. And in all reality, you guys can join all the clubs and be president of the class and all that stuff just like everybody else. So don't downput yourself. That's the only thing I don't like about freshmen is they assume the absolute least and worst of themselves just because they're bottom of the heap again. They just were top of the heap in 8th grade and they came in to be a freshman and they're at the bottom again. And so if you're a freshman, then don't be hating on yourself, and don't be hating on the other upperclassmen. And they're not really upperclassmen, they're just older kids, right? But don't be hating on them either, because you're going to be there soon. And if you were a senior, a junior, or a sophomore and the freshman hated you for no reason, you'd be like, well, I hate you too. So be the freshman who's cool under pressure and has a maturity to them, and then makes friends in different age groups. I think that's the whole of this video. the high school thing, like they kind of segregate you by grade and by age. You can only hang out with freshmen if you're a freshman. You can only hang out with seniors if you're seniors. You know, like you're too young to be hanging out with juniors if you're a sophomore. Like those segregations really, I think, make high school a dreaded place. And so if you're a freshman, then try to give yourself credit that you're worth and have a mature manner about yourself. If you're a sophomore, then help out the freshmen and try to, you know, get yourself warmed up to be in the varsity groups. If you're a junior, then, you know, join all the varsity clubs you can, and keep in mind your grades are really important at this time. It's a good time to get scholarships and stuff. And if you're a senior, make it your most memorable year ever, and also make sure that you give back a little bit to your underclassmen. Don't just like leave them in the dust. So that was my little rant video. And so you guys can share your opinions, what you like and what you don't like about freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.